Now I'm itchy. Let's move some stuff over. So we got some room. Really got to clean up this table again. Never fails. Anyways, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve. Wait for some people to get in here. I got today's just kind of working on random stuff today. Something got on my can of Arizona iced tea. Which, funny enough, not a sponsor, but stuff's pretty good. I like it because it's cheap. Hey, Mason. Anyways, so today, I know I put Super7 Godzilla in the thumbnail and the title, but I'm going to be trying to wrap this guy up mostly today. I got his wings all done the other day. I'm going to be honest, they're not the best work I've ever done, but they look pretty good still. I still need way more practice of like anime style stuff. More like cartoony looks. Like monsters, easy for me to paint. Anything like solid colors, not so much. Like pretty much doing like dinosaur stuff is probably the best I do with solid colors. It's like this is a bull T-Rex, and I don't know if I'll get it. I doubt we'll get to that one today. Nah, I don't plan on getting the Monster Arts Evolved, if I'm going to be honest. You can get it on Calcus Toys. Link in the description if you would like to get it. Help support the channel and also save 6% off your order code Steve Calcus checkout. And honestly, I think they're doing 10% off right now, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I'm just now noticing there's a spider hanging out over there. And I'm curious what it is. Hold on a second. This could be bad. I see a big old booty on it. This is going to be becoming a weird live stream. Hold on a second. No. Oh, where'd it go? Thought I got it, but I think it got away. I had a big butt on it, and I'm concerned. Maybe I'll see it pop down again. Because one thing you actually got to worry about Michigan is there is Black Widows. Never see them, but there are a thing. Like I haven't seen one personally, although like I said, that one looked kind of suspicious. Anyways, I'm gonna work on this guy a little bit. I guess gotta do the grays for the stomach region here. Gotta touch up a few, mainly a lot of touch-ups. Touch-ups and cleaning up a couple of like the detailed areas on this guy, but I hand painted all the blue stripes on him. Did his mouth. All good stuff. All good stuff. But he needs like one more pass on the grays. And then just clean up after that. Hey, Lady Draco. Or not clean up. I gotta spray them, and then I can hopefully assemble them. Although oddly enough, I think I'm out of semi-gloss, which is kind of what I want to do with this one, because I'm hoping with the semi-gloss it'll give it enough like smoothness to it that it's not going to scuff. Because just trying to show this thing off, it scuffed the crap out of its stomach region. Doing okay. Kind of wish I was getting some more videos out for you guys. It's not for a lack of not wanting to. More than just been kind of stressed lately. And I just got a lot going on around here. So for the most part, no matter what, I have to try to work on the commissions to some extent. So these are easy enough to film. There's white. I have a neutral gray. There it is. So I think I want to try to mix the grays together. But anyways, I'll angle you guys down. So you kind of see what I'm doing. Got my nice big old messy little template. One of these days I'll clean it up nice and good. But my goal is I gotta tint one or the other. I also need a bigger brush, which I think I brought down with me. But yeah, so planning on doing the dragon. This guy's been here for like a while. And we're meaning to get it done, but I don't want to say procrastinating, but this project's just been kind of hell. And I don't hate it the way it's turning out, but I think it could be better still. Which I think has also just kind of been a little bit of a turnoff for me. I'm working on this. Granted, still been working on it, but it's one of those like I have way too much time on it than I wanted to. And I have the negative of I've also been working on this thing for a while too. So it's like I don't want to upcharge the guy because I've had it for a while, but I have a lot of work in it, so it's like it sucks. Wave 5's coming out in February. What's in Wave 5? Have they announced new things for the waves? All I know is they got like the extra stuff. One starts in the Godzilla category. For the most part, I would stick with Heisei stuff. Or not Heisei, I guess even not Heisei. Like Toho specific kaijus, you'll be very, very happy with your decision. Legendary ones can be a bit hit and miss on how good they are just because of like the paint quality or paint job quality. They're all really nicely articulated, but paint job and sculpt, I feel like, is where those are hindered a bit. And we have just companies that are giving us better offerings for legendary stuff, I feel like, for a price point anyways. But on the Toho side of things, not as much. Almost any of the Toho stuff, you're gonna, like I said, you'll be pleased with, especially the Heisei stuff. It's pretty much all been banners. I'm just gonna use my heat gun. Just kind of dry the paint a bit. Oh, it's gonna be 3 figures? Well, hot damn. Well, that'll be exciting. I think initially when I went over this paint guy to do the gray, this was all primer. Which is probably why it's scuffing really easy. Also regarding my decision of using this brush for this part in particular. I have a smaller brush. Keyword, have a smaller brush. Not sure where it is currently. Feelings are hurts. That'll work. But I would like to mention for you guys checking out the stream, I do have a link in the description for my Instagram. Currently, we're trying to help fund Shinji's surgery. Well, I'm not 100% if he's going to have a surgery, but it sounds like he needs surgery. He's going for an ultrasound Thursday, and I'll know more then. I'll keep you guys posted. But I currently am selling quite a bit of stuff. So if you want to check out the Instagram, I got my personal one, link in the description. If you guys like to see what I got up for sale. Right now, it's a lot of Transformers, specifically like video game Transformers. A lot of video game Transformers. This guy is up for sale, which is the custom decompression Godzilla we've been working on the stream for a bit. The custom Guyver I did a while back. I got a bit of a higher price tag on him because I don't really want to sell him, but if he sells, he sells. Some Gamera stuff, some Godzilla stuff. So if you guys like to help support, be really awesome. Got some X Plus Godzilla figures on there. I haven't put on my eBay yet because I don't really want to sell them. It's one of those like I don't want to sell them, but they sell. So if somebody buys them off me on Instagram, you won. I got some harder to find stuff like the Generations Metroplex I'm getting rid of. Like especially if you like Transformers and video game Transformers, I would definitely go check it out. All right, sweet. I'll have to check it out. Man, I could have sworn I brought down my smaller brush. Oh, it's right here. I'm done. Got paper towel over. There we go. It's really smaller detailed areas. I definitely need a more precise brush. But hopefully you guys are doing pretty swell. Appreciate you guys checking out the stream. Like I mentioned, once I know more of Shinji's stuff and things get a bit back to normal with that, we'll hopefully get back to our regular schedule of programming. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really like Model Masters paint. This stuff works fantastic. In terms of coverage and not needing a ton of it. Ooh, I gotta be careful with that. But anyways, if you guys are curious, this guy is, I forget his name, begins with an A. He's from Fairy Tale. The guy that commissioned me, I believe his name is Nate. Got a commissioned a guy to paint this, or not paint this, to make the model, and then I've been working on putting it together. Which, like I said, it's kind of been a bit of a nightmare because when I 3D printed everything, nothing worked. Nothing wanted to attach properly. The joints were too small. Plus, it being all resin was going to be an issue. So, like I said, it's been a interesting project. I will say, I think I've had my fill of working on other people's random figures, at least for like 3D printing purposes. And for now on, I need to, if I do take commissions, either gonna be for parts or the thing I know has been put together and assembled by somebody else and it works. Because the amount of time that I have lost in just in trying to get things to work correctly on figures has been insane. Trying to match that gray that's in the. That looks better. Okay, so we're good on this one. I gotta do the bicep here. Hopefully you guys don't hear it. I hear Frozen playing above my head. Agnolia? Is that how you say it? All I know is I saw his name and then was like, yeah, I'm not pronouncing that. And then I don't know. I just had a hard time getting into the fairy tale to begin with. For me. Because I think a lot of some animes, for me, oh man, it's got gray on that. Marijuana. But a lot of anime I watch is kind of predicated on art style. And sometimes I can kind of get around the art style if it's got a really good story. Like there's definitely been some, like even like rom coms and whatever that I've watched that I've enjoyed, but maybe like the art style for it isn't quite my cup of tea. But generally speaking, I have to. If I don't like the way things look, it's generally an uphill battle for me to really get into it. And Fairy Tale was kind of in that boat. I think I'll just clean it up with a black. It's gonna make my life easier. Right now, I'm trying to make sure the gray looks consistent between everything. That's the most important thing right now. I don't want any of this blue primer or black or blue showing up from underneath it. I would say from Frozen, the only thing I like about Frozen, and I was talking about this with my wife earlier, is it's probably got my favorite villain. is from the first movie. Just when they go to have their first kiss, and then he just goes, "Just be nice if somebody actually loved you." Just pulls away. I was like, that is the coldest moment I think I've ever seen in a Disney movie, and I appreciate it. And I also hate the music, but it gets stuck in your head so easy though. Granted, it's not like I'm singing like "Let It Go" at work or whatever, but especially the second movie. Second movie, I tend to hum stuff. We'll say it's not the worst thing I've ever watched. Not the best thing either, though. I also feel like this guy probably would have been easier if I would have been airbrushing this entire time, which I had initially attempted. And then my airbrush kept acting up, and then I got an air compressor, and then just trying to get the ratio to work for it was frustrating. So I just said screw it and did everything by hand. As right now, Casey's really into Moana. She likes Lilo and Stitch. Frozen, Frozen and Tangled are probably the things we watch the most. I was kind of doing this like a dry brushing. Hey, animated bird. Hey, Art. Oh, Lilo and Stitch is still probably my favorite Disney animated movie. Well, I shouldn't say probably. It just is. I love that movie. It's also the only one I've seen in theaters multiple times. I think mainly Casey just likes it because the music kind of reminds her of Moana in a way. That's how we got her into it. That's the point, though. Is that she's a dick? Also, I think the paint on my brush is starting to get a little stiff. I say worst case, I'll work on -1 just a titch today. I might do the lighter color pass if I can get to it. I know I've seen it. It's been so long though. Like I was thinking about trying to get Casey to watch it, just for variety's sake. It's how we got into Frozen, to be honest. Oh, I got itchy ear. Actually, I don't know. The other movie I remember watching is the one where they start introducing the other experiments. Oh, the Disney dinosaur movie? Yeah, that movie's sweet. I like that movie. I went and saw that with my one of my good buddies when we were younger. We went and checked that one out. Remember his mom took us to go see it. Mainly just excited just because it's a dinosaur movie. And we don't get too many of those. At least then. Because a lot of dinosaur movies were either, it was like Jurassic Park, or like bad horror, like the bad scary dinosaur movies. This is generally what you were stuck with. Maybe the primer isn't a good call here. Although sadly, for some odd reason, for Model Master, I just don't have a black. I don't know why. I just don't. And I'm concerned. Well, I know what I need to do. I just don't want to. Because the primer will work. I just need to use a bigger brush, but it's more of a dancing game. Trying to make sure I don't use too much. This brush should work pretty good for that. So I'll be able to use in certain sections, but some of the tighter ones I'm going to have to hop back and forth between that and the detail brush. So right now I'm just trying to make sure the details are smooth along the gray. So there's not like any little flaking details hanging out. That's what I'm aiming for. Oh, I was hoping it was going to stay. Appears that I'm not that lucky. Live action, more than likely, I'll probably go see it. It's one of those, I'm not very excited about it. Granted, it's looking better than I would think. Like, I think they took a lot of inspiration from the Sonic the Hedgehog movie and stuff in terms of just how to detail them. Because he still looks like a like he's animated, but he kind of looks like a cartoon character still. Do. He's just kind of trying to clean up the lines. And my hope is tomorrow is to finish off cleaning up the blue stripes around them, and then you'll be good the primer, and I can get this thing out of here and call it a day. And I can finally start working on all the other random commissions. That'll be a lot easier. Mainly just because like I've done so many of them that they're easier. Got a Red Lantern, GMK. Gonna be working on, which we already kind of done one of those before. Got some more Ultraman guys I gotta convert. I doubt it's gonna be better. It looks kind of like I like the first Gladiator, so I can. It's one of those I want to go see it, but I know I won't go see it until it comes out on like some streaming service or on DVD. Then I'll check it out. This is my wife has like zero interest in watching them, so unless I'm just gonna go see it by myself, which probably not gonna do. Kind of just gotta wait. Hey, Spider Boy. Making Dark from Alien vs. Predator game. I have to remember what that is, if I'm gonna be honest. Pizza sounds sweet. God, why does my ear itch so much? It's like as soon as I start streaming, it just instantly starts bugging me. also think on anime characters, unless I plan on doing them for myself and I got time to really focus on things, I think from now on, I think I'm going to skip on those commissions. Just stick with giant monster dinosaur ones. Unless people really don't mind waiting. Because I do need more practice on these, but it's one of those, like, I'm confident in doing giant monster stuff because of just how long I've been working on this stuff and doing them, even just for myself to begin with, because I started doing a lot of dinosaur stuff to begin with, which translates really well for Godzilla and everything. It's all the same techniques. Well, with these kind of things, I always get stressed out trying to work on. Because I'm like, I need solid colors. We need straight lines. I can't just do a wash and make my problems go away. And also, to be fair, I've taken some liberties with this one too. Like, it's not quite accurate to the character, but then again, this model is not quite accurate to the way it looks in the anime, from what I can gather. This is one of those times. It's definitely really wish I would have coded higher. Because, like I said, I haven't really done a lot of working on this guy on stream, but it has been. I probably got at least like 20 hours on and off working on this. Original one, no. And I want to say he was like 220 ish. It was like 220, 230, somewhere around there. Well, go make your pizza. We made grilled cheese sandwiches tonight. I was just gonna buy fast food, but I was like, yeah, I probably should cook. We've been eating out a lot lately. Which probably doesn't help with the whole stress thing and yada yada. It's high sodium, what have you. Man, I always got to remember to turn off the notifications. Ooh, 12-inch scale's tough. Because I'll be honest, I never from what I've seen of the Burning Godzillas, I've never really been that into the way they look with the paint jobs. And almost even just the sculpts. Like that Burning Godzilla that I had, I would recommend. Especially for the amount of money you're going to be spending on it. Because it's just like the detail really wasn't there. And it could have just been done better. And I know there's like, I think the Yuji Sakai one, and even that one, like I don't know, the head just looks off to me. Like I would almost recommend, and I'm not saying this to try to be like, hey, you need to send me a figure to paint, but they make kits I would almost recommend just getting a kit and putting one together yourself. Or finding somebody that's capable of doing paint jobs and going that route in terms of just larger scale ones. Or you could, or as I say, the Yuji's probably the best one. My favorite burning that I've had is the Monster Arts. I still say is probably the best burning Godzilla that I've owned. The only other one I wouldn't have minded is the gigantic X Plus is freaking sweet. Even though it's really stylized, but god, that thing is cool. The one year I went to G Fest, I had an opportunity to buy the cold version, and I kind of kicked myself in the butt for not just hopping on that one when I had a chance. That being said, I probably would have sold it to be selling it now. From what I've seen, it's cool. It's probably the best legendary. Talking about the Monster Arts Evolved, it's probably the best looking legendary Godzilla figure they've done in a minute. But at the price point, I'd still would probably go with the Haya to be honest. Except like Haya, I have fully for legendary verse, I have full committed into just doing Haya. Like, I'm not even worried about getting into the Monster Arts because the only one I probably would have grabbed was Scar King, and Scar King kind of looks like hot doo doo. So like the Scar King's got the same problems as the Kong. The Shima looks alright, but I don't really care for the paint job. That being said, from what they showed of the Haya, I also don't really dig the paint job for that one that much. We'll have to wait and see. Like I said, for some odd reason, like neither of them are have like a pearlescent paint job to it, which I feel like he should or she should. It should. For some odd reason, I'm blanking on Shimo's gender now. Doesn't have a pearl finish. I haven't really got a good look at it from like prototype wise, but it just seemed white like the other ones. Okay, Shimo's a female. For some reason I was thinking it was female, but I'm like, in my there's so few female kaiju's that it just like it almost feels wrong to say that. Because I know the first prototype pictures they showed, it definitely wasn't pearl. Because it looked more kind of like an ivory. But when you see the movie, she's definitely got some metallic shine to her. And I hope they are. Because I need a good posable Scar King in my life. Because probably the next custom I'm going to work on for myself, and hopefully this one I'll get to keep for myself, is the I want to make his whip, and I have a giant snake skeleton that I want to use as the base. And I was actually looking into it earlier today because I wanted to figure out what I needed to make a handle. And the handle is a jawbone. Granted, I wish I could just use the one on the snake, but it's definitely too small. So I'm going to have to make something and then connect it, which that's going to be an interesting problem. Because I'm probably going to attach the thing to a dowel rod and then do the jawbone over the dowel rod. And then I'll have to find a fake pointy crystal. Okay, is there anything I'm missing? Got the arm. We didn't do it yet. I'd also kind of want the light up. Have to just with maybe 3D print a crystal. I'm sure I could find something I could steal it from. Okay. I think I'm good with this. I say that, and then I look over and see this this arm. Oops, gotta be careful. Yeah. Okay. I think it's all set. At least for this section. I'm gonna have to wait to do everything else. We've also been going way longer than I was planning to stream. All right, next stream we'll do the Super 7 for sure. I have to probably skip it for today. But this like the doing the clean up the blues shouldn't take very long, so maybe I might get around to doing that tomorrow, hopefully. So I'm gonna try to get the Super 7, the T-Rex done here in the next couple days. And I was hoping to start on the C-Rex again, but looks like I'm going to have to hold off on that one. I'm also really happy with the way this guy's looking. When I first started painting, I was kind of questioning myself, but after doing some washes, I'm really digging this guy now. Also, for some other reason, I'm not seeing the chat moving. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, was making the dragon. He's been, like I said, he's been here for a fudging minute, and the guy will probably be happy to know that it's near where I can seal it. Call it a day. Yeah, sorry, Sydney. Yeah, you're a little late. As I'm going to be getting off because I got to go to bed because I got to be up stupid early. And I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm hoping to get a little bit more today. Granted, I don't know if Casey's going to let me because she doesn't like to. It makes me sad. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this live stream. So you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button. Actually, hold on, we got to end this the proper way. Although my only thing is, and we were talking about earlier, is if I make this into the Scar King whip, it's supposed to be spikes on both sides. I don't think I'm going to go that hard on it. Do that, per se. But I'm definitely just going to use this part as the whip. Because I more or less, I don't even, like, it's not going to be used as a whip. I just want to be able to hook it together and just hang out. It's really all I want to do. But I still want to be able to have, like, the handle for the jaw hanging out here and then the crystal on the end of the tail. Mainly just for if I do end up going to the G-Fest next year, I'll probably just walk around like this. Maybe see if I can find an orange gorilla suit. Yep, cosplay. And this is fine. I could put like the face paint or whatever on the head. Good to go. Good to go. Need to find a Shimo. Need somebody to dress up as like a really bad looking Shimo. Go together. It'd be great. But anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook. Guys, like keep up the David channel, donate. Greatly would appreciate it. Like I mentioned before, if you guys would like to help fund Shinji's vet bills and get some sweet figures, you can follow the link in the description for my Instagram. Because I currently got quite a few things up for sale on there. So you can go check that out. Also, this guy is currently up for sale as well. We were working on him on the streams for, 5 streams it took us to get through this guy. Plus, I worked on him a little bit on my off time. Really pleased with the end result. So hopefully he'll go to a good home. He also comes with a beam if you do decide to buy him. One of these bad boys. Which when I get off the stream, I'm going to have to do this real quick because I got to send one of these out tomorrow. So I'm going to do that real quick before I forget. Or if you guys are just buying regular action figures in general and like to help support that way, Entertainment Earth's a good option. Also link in the description. They do free shipping over $100. Great place to pick up your Super 7s, your Bandais, your X Pluses. Is where I got my X Plus Cybot Godzilla from. Pretty much anytime I'm spending at least $100 that I know, I always go Entertainment Earth. Or if you guys would like to pick up some, because we talk about Haya a lot too. Link in the description for Calcus Toys. You can save 6% off your order. Code Steve Calcus at checkout. They do free shipping stateside. Free shipping most anywhere. And I think they're also doing a 10% right now for Black Friday. So you can even save more than just our 6. But make sure you follow the link so we get paid. Be cool. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.